Former Speaker of the House, Newt Gingrich. All right, Speaker, have you ever seen political parties flip so quickly where the Republican president gets the backing of the Teamsters, he's bringing manufacturing jobs back, and the Democrats are just like left out to dry?
Well, I mean, maybe you go back to Franklin Roosevelt in 33, 34, 35, when the Republicans were literally collapsing, going from being a party that had dominated for over 60 years to a party that became really a tiny minority. And you're seeing that happen now. I thought when the senator from Massachusetts went down to endorse Mamdani as the future of the Democratic Party, if you're a Republican, I mean, this is like Christmas every single day. Mm-hmm. There's another gift that comes in over the transom. And you just can't imagine. These people are so out of touch with everyday normal Americans that I think it's astonishing.
Yeah, communism is not the future of anything. It should be buried in the past where it belongs. The nerve of Kamala Harris to stick her finger in the face of the Teamsters and demand an endorsement. Why the hell haven't you endorsed me yet? I mean, talk about political unathleticism.
Well, look, it's not fair to pick on her. She's totally out of touch with reality. She's not very competent. For years and years, she was carried by a California machine that didn't require that she learned anything, and she managed to get through the vice presidency without learning anything. So she behaves exactly like the spoiled brat that you'd expect at that stage in her career. I'm never surprised by her because her level of non-intelligence really rivals virtually any major figure in American history, and she proves it every time she goes out in public.
You know, it's something called manners. She should have learned that a long, long time ago. Tim Cook is over. You know, big announcement. They said it couldn't be done. Apple would never bring jobs back to America. And it looks like it's happening. Are we getting our hopes up too quickly, though? Is this kind of like, you know, like the hokey doke?
Look, no, I think what's changing everything is that you have this rock standing in the middle of history called Donald J. Trump. And he's saying, you want to do it my way or you want to be crushed? I prefer you do it my way, but, you know, if you have to be crushed, it's okay. And so rational people like Tim Cook are going, oh, gee, do I want to do it the way the president wants, or would I like to be crushed? And they go, you know, I've always wanted to be part of the team. And you're seeing this happen not just in the United States, but you're seeing it happen all around the world. I mean, the Saudis show up and say, could we buy $400 billion of Boeing airplanes? And by the way, could we also invest $400 billion in the United States to create new jobs? And Trump graciously says, that'd be fine. I'm so grateful. And then he goes to the next city, the next country, and they say the same thing. I mean, this is the most, I think he's really now moving, if he can sustain this, he's moving into a league that other than Washington and Lincoln, nobody has gotten the level of energy, drive, effectiveness that we're seeing with Trump.
I mean, once he hears Newt Gingrich, put him on that level with Washington and Lincoln, I mean, I don't think we could ever recover from that. Speaker, the Democrats say it's tyrannical, the way he's exercising power. You know, you see him with some of the universities, or, you know, you see it with industry, you see it with other countries with trade. Do you feel like it's tyrannical, or it's just he's very savvy in the way he exercises presidential power?
Look, I think that President Trump believes that he was elected by Americans who are sick and tired of the corrupt, incestuous, dishonest Democratic establishment, which includes the New York Times, the Washington Post, and all the propaganda media, as well as the major universities. And the people who elected President Trump want him to take them on. Now, if you're the other team and you've been in charge basically since 1932, and all of a sudden this guy stands up and says, you know, like the story of the emperor that had no clothing, you guys don't exist. You're not important. You're not going to be in charge. Well, it feels terrible to them. I mean, how do they explain it to themselves? The fact that they are corrupt, the fact that they're totally out of touch with the American people, the fact that their bureaucracies don't work. Well, you can't have a gathering of Democrats and come to believe that, you know? So Donald Trump has to be the problem because otherwise they are the problem.
Very well said, Speaker. And historian, Newt Gingrich. Thanks for enlightening us. We always love having you on. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.